Hello, my name is Monica. I'm a beauty, skincare, and YouTube enthusiast and amateur. I spend a lot of time on YouTube and consume a lot of content, so I thought I would try my hand at making some. Today's video is inspired by Louise Poston and Lauren May Beauty, who I've seen both do these kinds of videos where they try to either dupe the vibes or one-for-one dupe a palette that they've seen on the market that inspires them, but they want to use their own collection, and that's the case for me today. I have a large single, well, it's medium, I would say, singles collection, but I have a lot of shadows that are in palettes that are able to be depotted. So I have some Art shadows here. I have my Natasha Denona collection that I like to be able to take the shadows out of, and I've been recently inspired by the Circo Loco palette that was, I don't know if it was leaked or it hasn't really officially been announced, but it's on Trend Mood's Instagram, and I'll leave that linked below. Anyway, I'll put a picture on the screen so that you can see closer what the color story looks like. It's kind of jewel toned and summer fall transition type palette. That might be when it's coming out, but it was really cool, and I saw Lauren May Beauty do a video duping it one for one, and it got me really interested and inspired in the color story, so I wanted to see what I could do with my own collection. So I'm going to take this empty Z palette and I'm going to fill it up with the shadows in my collection that I think are closest to the color story. And I'm going to start with the oranges and golds, and there are, it looks like one matte bold orange, a shimmery orange. So let me just start pulling out some single shadows and seeing what I have. This is my palette full of colorful, nope, this is neutral. I don't think there's anything in here that's going to be useful. Yeah, I can probably put this completely away except for this silver shade right here. This silver shade I think is going to be useful, so I'm going to take that out right now. Put that away. And then this one, here we go, is full of my more colorful shadows. And let's see, for that bright orange, let's see, I also have some oranges here in my Art palettes. Boy, this is hard. This orange really does look like something that I don't exactly have. I'm looking at this orange here, which is the shade Morocco from the old Makeup Geek formula. This orange right here, which is more of a kind of mac and cheese orange. That might be the closest. That might be the closest. And then this orange, which is really fiery and almost has a red undertone to it. I think this more yellow based orange is going to be the one. Let me plop that in. Let's see, the other thing I want to grab while I have this out is this this ColourPop shade in Rose All Day, and that looks a little bit like the bright gold that almost looks kind of greenish, like it has a greenish flip. And I might pull out this orange as well. This is Legend from Makeup Geek. Let me put this away. Let me start building that palette. I think that's going to be my top orange shade. Okay, next I want to take out this Visart Grande Pro 2 palette that has a lot of color. I want to pull out let's see. Feels like this orange shade really isn't deep enough. It's kind of more mid-tone. But this color right here might be the closest thing that I have to that raspberry type shimmer that is in the spot next to this orange. Let me see if there's anything else that's jumping out here. This silver as well might be more of that kind of like cyborg silver. And that is in the third row at the bottom. And that kind of looks like the most I'm gonna get out of this. I might take this kind of royal purple. Think that this is potentially the closest to what I have for down there. Let me put this one in the spot that I think it might go. I might have a better option for that middle shade. Oh, this one actually goes right there in the palette. Okay, let me put this away. I want to take out this bronze palette because I think that this and the shade Suntan might be the closest thing I have. This and the shade. Oh, these. Oh, yes. I actually have moved these around. Oh, no. I actually have moved these around, so they're not going to be in the best spot. Oh, these are so pretty. They're not going to be in the right spot for giving their name correctly, so I'm super sorry about that. But I rearranged this so that it would be easier for me to understand and make cohesive looks out of. But anyway, so yeah, I think that this shade is going to be the, oh geez. All right, I'm going to go with this one for that middle shade that's going to go there. And again, I just know that it's from the bronze palette, but I don't know the name. So let me grab that one and put it in there. me see. Let me go back to my colorful singles palette. Let me put this back. And let me grab this blue, because I think that's the closest thing I have to a dark royal blue, and that is from Makeup Geek, and it is the old formula, and it's in the shade, sorry, trying to get dog hair out of here, the shade Blew My Mind. I'm gonna grab this one, which is a shade Charmed from the old Makeup Geek collection, and I'm gonna put that over here because I think that's the closest. It's kind of an off green, kind of silver. Wow, I really thought this was going to be easier to find similar colors in my collection. You can see, well, you can probably hear I'm kind of struggling, and there's lots of pauses, and I may have edited some of them out, but I'm having to really check out this reference picture, see what I have, and I'm noticing that it's not quite as similar as I thought it was going to be. Let me get some of these matte shades. Let me take this pink. I think that looks similar to the kind of peachy pinky light matte shade in the Circo Loco. And let me also take this shade. I think that is the closest that I have. This is definitely darker, but it's going to be the closest I have to this color story. And if I used it with a white, it would definitely be in that same sort of seafoam, aqua-y range that it is in the Circo Loco palette. Let's see, the last one I'm going to take is just this kind of vibrant red. It really looks like it's a more pinky, bright coral, but I think that this kind of more bright red is going to be the closest that I have to it in my collection. Let's see, what are some of the shades that I'm missing? I'm missing a matte purple. Let me... Oh, this isn't really quite right at all, but this is going to be the closest that I can get. This matte purple, which is more of a deep dusty plum than like the really deep cool tone bluey purple that is in the actual palette, but that's the best I'm going to be able to do. I definitely don't have that in my collection. And let me check out, for sure I was thinking of the gold palette for this teal that goes in this spot. But I think that might be it from the gold palette that I could use. Let me check out the Natasha Denona Metropolis. See what's in here. Yeah, I'm still looking for a bright orange. Oh, muddied that up a bit. That will probably do it. This orange right here. Yeah, that looks like it kind of matches this bright orange in the top there. That's a good find. Okay, after really looking at it and looking at some swatches I found from Beauty News people, who I'll also post in the, or Beauty News PL, just so I spell it right and so you're aware. I'll also post that in the down bar. It looks like it's a lot more light aqua than it is deep teal. So let me go with this color here. Okay, I'm sorry, my camera stopped recording. I think I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna switch out this more plummy one that was from the dark mattes, and I'm gonna put in this more blue toned. I don't think it's quite deep enough. Kind of get it out. There we go. But I think it's definitely more cool and more the vibe. Let me also take this one out, this like true silver, because based on the swatches that I saw, I think that the actual color is more of a silvery purple, cool toned color, more like that one. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. I know that it's a little bit off from it's a little bit off from the, let's see. Okay, and I'm really happy with that. I know that this is a little bit off as far as a 1-for-1, but it's definitely the closest that I have, and I think that it still really gets to the heart of the inspiration. And I'm going to do some swatches now, and I'll do some footage of what it looks like in the sunlight, and I'm also going to switch to some footage of me doing an actual look. And I think I'm going to do one inspired by Lauren May Beauty, one that she did, and I might even do another look. We'll see what I managed to put together, but I hope that you enjoyed this. Let's see. So that is that. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it was interesting. I'm sorry if I stumbled a bit. Sorry for those light reflections. Wow, you can really tell just working with what I got. But that was my Dupe the Vibes of the Circo Loco palette. And thank you for spending your time with me. If you feel so inclined, please do hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.